Can someone explain this to me? So recently in the news, there's been talks about Mel Gibson directing the new Suicide Squad movie because some people had issues with David Ayer directing the Suicide Squad movie. Now, anybody that knows about Hollywood, Hollywood has had an interesting story with Mel Gibson because of several racist and rants that he has made, racist, very hateful rants that he has made that they're out there. They're very much out there. Now, we also move on to Michael Richards. Michael Richards, who back in a few years ago made some comments. He got up on stage and he was being heckled by a black man, and he went ahead and he just went on this tirade against black people. But Michael Richards' show, Seinfeld, is still being shown all throughout in syndication in America. Now, I personally cannot watch this show. I personally cannot see Michael Richards anymore. I cannot physically see him because of that racist rant, and I also feel that he's made a great deal of money, that other people are going to watch his show. He's going to keep making millions of dollars, that Seinfeld. But I personally, and if you want to watch that Seinfeld show, that's your prerogative. But me personally, I just can't understand how anybody could watch that show after that rant, because it's almost like, in a psychological term, it's almost like someone taking a dump every time, like on your television, every time you watch that. It's them showing something really disgusting every time that show aired. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about Seinfeld. But then we move on to David Ayer, and we move on to, not David Ayer, because David Ayer leaving, or perhaps leaving, I don't know what's going on. We move on to Mel Gibson and the situation with Mel Gibson and his rant against the Jewish people and against various different races. So the question becomes, but yet Mel Gibson is constantly being rewarded, because I guess there's a certain, Robert Downey Jr. said, hey, he's had enough. So now we can just move on. And there's a certain element of forgiveness and understanding, but at the same time, there's a certain element of understanding where you're at. And I think that forcing mercy onto society without helping society kind of understand a certain level. I mean, these people haven't done a lot in order to rebuild their image. These people just kind of sat back and waited till we forgot. And then, okay, now, you know what I mean? They may have gone on in order to apologize, but I think there needs to be a constant, repetitive effort in order to, because this is millions of dollars. This is a wealthy lifestyle. This is a lifestyle that is, we are giving these people lifestyles with our money, with our funds, with our understanding. So it's to me, it's kind of ridiculous that Warner Brothers would even consider, when the Suicide Squad is in that teetering situation, why are they considering bringing in Mel Gibson in order to direct when Mel Gibson has, Hacksaw Ridge, I think that's the one he directed, I'm not quite sure, but I'm not on the Mel Gibson radar. Anything that Mel Gibson does or anything associated to Mel Gibson, to me, because of the current presentation of Mel Gibson, I just don't want to have anything to do with it. I really don't. So because I'm a DC fan and because I like the DC universe, I am deeply disturbed that DC would even consider, Mel Gibson. And I know that Mel Gibson hasn't had any rants for a while, and I know that Mel Gibson hasn't done anything bad in a while, and that's kudos to you, Mel Gibson. That's yay, you haven't done anything bad, but that doesn't necessarily mean that because you haven't done anything bad in a while, that you all of a sudden get to reap the rewards of the money that society brings to you and your companies. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Because I'm not watching the movie if Mel Gibson's directing it. I can tell you that. I want to wish you all a wonderful, wonderful year. Take care.